Hello and welcome back to Global Mic. Global Mic is a podcast for journalists, storytellers, filmmakers, telling you the stories of the best things they have done, the challenges they have faced, and some secrets may come out. So, Kinyajui.
Yeah. You just said some best things, some good things you have done. What about the bad things? What about the bad things?
This is an unfiltered space. You can tell us whatever you want to tell us. We won't judge you.
There are a lot of bad things.
There are a lot of bad things.
a lot of bones hidden.
In life, and whoever lies to you that they don't have some of their history that they don't like, they'll be lying to you.
Yeah,
in life, there are things
absolutely.
that you just want to forget and move on because that is life and it happened.
Yeah.
So we are going to tell you about some of the challenging stories that we've done, which ended up being amazing pieces of art. So we are doing a documentary about flying trucks for dangerous roads. By the way, everyone should watch that documentary. It has more than 4.6 million views on YouTube. It is your chance to watch something that was created by creatives who are dedicated to the job.
Yeah,
Mira.
please, Mira, please watch these. Please watch the episode. We need to get 5 million. So it's a free documentary, Dangerous Roads. A lot of guys know the channel. So yeah, so if you haven't watched it, please, and you can go actually and rewatch it again 3 more times. We need to get to 5 million if you can. It's very that story. If you look at it, is that story that you watch, then you watch it again, it looks different, or there are some things that you missed. So it's a very awesome documentary that we did. One of our first major work, and it was a very wow. You are doing Tanzania wapi? It was. I don't see baptism of fire. That was. That was. I don't know what we were baptized in, but it was a crazy work, and it's I think one of our most biggest works out there right now. We have done a few other documentaries,
Which will be coming very soon, by the way.
yeah. But that is one of our biggest, and it was crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we start a very good process. Like what we always do is that we sit down, we plan. You have to have the plan of work. Filming is quite challenging. Sometimes you bring in characters who again fall out because either they don't have time or they are afraid of what you may want to do with them. And then we get to the field, we start filming. But there's one incident that happened when we are just at the tail end of filming. Everyone knows that Mira comes from Meru County in this country, although I have seen it in a number of other counties now. And we have to go and pitch tent there so that we can film as much as possible. So we film the first times, we film with a good character. And Sibe.
He still calls me once in a while.
That's awesome.
Sibe, yeah.
I hope we'll get some time to go and have
visit
some
him
Uji
again.
with him.
I
down
know.
there.
So this story, let's just give a background of it.
Yeah, sure.
The story is about like the flying trucks, the guys who drive the Mira truck drivers. And the stories around Mira, around Meru, around the highway to Nairobi. So it's very interesting. Now, when journalists were told that you should not be part of the story, you should be telling the story from...
Tell the story.
And that's what we wanted. We didn't want to be part of the story. But my friend, after filming for like a month, I think the story got warped up in a way, warped up in such a huge way that we found ourselves part of that story. There were almost fights. Our main character almost died because there was an accident. Yeah, it was that crazy. And when I say that, that is one of the most challenging stories that we've ever done. It was that. Because there was a time that we went, I know the instance that you are talking about, at the tail end of the film.
It was actually to be the last film. Or so.
So, we filmed for almost a month. Then we are filming in Maua, going to Igembe. There's that place where it's like a cul-de-sac where the road goes and ends. Just you get to the almost in the Meru National Park from Maua. So we went there and we were meeting all these guys who do the Mira business. Kuna wale wa kuchuna, what do you call the harvesters? So we had like profile everyone. The drivers from those.
The buyers.
The buyers themselves.
The centers.
Yes. And there was a time and those guys were awesome for us for the first 2 weeks. They were awesome. Like you get guys, they are willing to give you stories. They are willing to take you to other places.
And remember, there was a gentleman called Ken who was our fixer.
Ken was our fixer. At least he could speak in Meru, and sometimes it's in Kenya, but sometimes you need a fixer because you were telling a good story. you need someone who understands the terrain, the people, the culture, everything.
Yeah.
And Ken was awesome. Big up, Ken.
Yeah.
I know you're going to watch this.
Yeah,
So we filmed the first 2 weeks. Everyone was so nice to us. Then we came to Nairobi. I remember there was something that we were to come to do.
Yeah.
There's something that we were coming to do in Nairobi. Then we go back to Meru and finish it up.
Yeah.
Together with our drone pilot and everything. Yeah. So we went back. Kumbe, there was some other guy, I don't know who had incited the traders. So they were told, awase walikuwa wamekuja kufilm, they're coming to destroy the business, like it was destroyed from like our London business, how it was destroyed. So they're coming to put this wapi.
So that our business is done, kaput. Don't allow them to do it.
Don't allow them to back here again.
Yeah.
So we went, and we were used to the friendliness.
Yeah.
The first time we went, Maua, there was some strange atmosphere. How the guys were looking at us or not.
Everyone is on the periphery trying to say, okay, let's see what they are going to do today.
But us, we're like, since it's like our last, this is like, we're just coming to wind up, just a few shots, kidogo, drone shots, kidogo, then we go. So, as I said, from Maua, that road has like an end. Like, there is a place where the road like, it's dead end. Yeah, you just have to come back again to Maua, then to Meru. So we go there, then the guys are like, hey, there's that attitude. Then we're like, okay, we are doing our job. In fact, we got a this is our job. See, we just came to film, finish up and leave. So, Ken says, hey, wasi kuna venye there is something that's not good because wasi wamekuwa tu a bit aggressive. And they are Meru decide to go aggressive, they become a bit aggressive, So Ken says, okay, let's get out of this place because it doesn't look like very good.
Let's go
just do our own stuff, uko chini, like just by the road, then just go down there, then we come back again. So we left. So we didn't go to Maua town. We left, like we went to the other side where the road like ends. So we go there, and these guys, Mira guys, they're in their Land Cruisers. So
humongous guys,
that 20, 30 guys, 40 guys, So they come, pass our car.
And they're like three cars following each other.
Being very aggressive. They go down there to wait for us. So we go there. I remember I was the one who was driving the car. So after we have like gone for like a kilometer, we saw the guys close the road on that side, block the road on that side. And they were starting like to throw stones. You remember? They were starting
and
to
shouting
throw stones,
a bit now, like,
So like, even if we are journalists, this doesn't look like very safe for us or our equipment. So let's just turn the car.
Let's leave this place.
Yeah, let's just leave and actually we have said, you know what? We're not going to film.
This thing is done.
We're not going to film again till we understand what is happening. So what happened is that those guys who had blocked the road, they called the other guy in that smoker center just before you get to Maua.
And you see now the center they are calling people from, the Center, now it's packed because during harvesting days, or when there's a good harvest, you meet more than 300 people gathered to either be picked for the harvesting.
So like the 400 guys.
Exactly. The people who are being called are many, and they're all young men.
Very aggressive. So the guys, I think they called the other guy. They said, "Oh, these guys are like they're running away. Please block them on the other side."
So we are blocked on both sides.
Both sides, yeah. So we drive, and then I remember Ken. He saw guys were like the road blocked, and he was so tensed and so fearful. He's like, "Guy, tafanyaje sasa?" And that was our fixer. So I'm like, you're the one who knows how to speak in Kimeru. You should be helping us. I don't know what's happening. So we went there, and you were like, you know what? You just have to...
Saleda now. There's nothing we can do.
Let's go and see what happens. So we stopped the car where they had blocked the roads.
Because they stormed our car
we were
at some point.
It was like... I think that was we were mobbed. If you know what is being mobbed, it's not a good sign. It's not a good feeling anymore.
And I had somebody say, "Tuchome hii gari."
Yeah. So what happened is these guys have been they are already aggressive. They have already been incited. So the guys are like, in their own ways, they're like, these guys are coming here to destroy our Mira business.
They have been convinced.
Convinced, So. I think that when I said that we had filmed for 2 weeks, I was a filmmaker. I was a cameraman. So they had
seen me. He was the cameraman using both the FX9
and all these huge
GoPro
gear
camera as well.
Yeah. So when I went there, I thought once we got out of the car, because now I was like, oh, now we need to talk to them.
So we need
to look for the guy who is
Exactly.
sane to tell them, hey, listen, we are just here to do our story. We are not here to destroy the business. We're just here to document and profile a few characters that we feel are good storytellers. And we have been here for 2 weeks.
You know us.
Yeah, you know us because we've been together. We have had lunch together with you guys. So once we got out of the car, you know how tense it was. I think I didn't switch off the car.
Yeah.
So once I got out, there's a
And you
huge
didn't carry the key
mall.
as well.
I didn't carry the key. The key was just there. So the guys have started to mob us.
Yeah.
Like I have like 40 guys.
Lift him up.
Lifting
Like,
me up.
who
Man. Who are you?
This is the guy who was
This is the guy who was filming. I was like, whoa. So I looked back. I was looking for you guys.
Yeah,
I was
but we are
where
nowhere
is
to be
this?
seen.
I can't see Doku. I can't see.
We are nowhere to be seen.
I can't see our drone guy.
Yeah.
Was that
Alan.
that was
Yeah.
almost his first time.
Yeah.
Then I look at sideways
And
I can see
and
smoke.
Ken, our fixer.
Yeah, then I
was
had
seen
someone,
as well.
to chomei guy,
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
to ban
that's
this car.
right.
Then, tukienda hivi kidogo, I look back, I saw smoke.
Yeah, so
See,
you're
I didn't switch off the car. I was like, oh my god, they have started.
And we have all our
banning
equipment
our
inside the car.
equipment and shit. So the guys are starting like to go to
Mob,
mob me there, shout, hey, what are you doing? Show us what you are filming. What are you doing here?
So let me cut you short a bit. When he's not seeing us, when he is not, they
Yeah, I was
lifted him
looking-
up. Like he's the one who was filming.
Yeah.
And when you could not see us. So in my mind, I was like, immediately after that happened, I could see Ken trying to convince the ringleader of the group.
the
Like,
guy,
hey,
yeah.
boss, you started this, you have to make sure
Yeah. I think it went way outside of what-
Even for them,
Yeah.
it went outside what they were thinking.
Yeah,
As in,
there was a
they never
small
thought it
thing
was
of-
that big.
yeah.
And then, through my mind, I was like, I am going to look for a police station.
Yeah.
So I ran to a bike guy and
Yeah.
where is the police station?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
ran, literally ran to the
Yeah.
police station. But before I could go,
Yeah.
I remembered you had not switched off the car. So
Yeah.
I told Alan to go back to the car.
Yeah.
And because when they lifted you, they shifted
Oh,
the
the
attention,
attention
to
from you guys.
I told
Yeah.
Alan to drive out until
yeah.
when he sees there's
Yeah.
no one
Yeah.
who is following
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And it was easy because he just drove and then everyone
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
came to this side.
Yeah.
By the time that was happening, I had already gone to a police station.
Yeah.
Good thing. That's why I said, when you go to a place, know where all the services are coming from.
Yeah,
Especially the hospital and the police station.
Yeah, yeah.
So good thing, there was a police officer at the station.
Yeah.
And he had already heard a noise, so he was coming.
Oh,
out.
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
I ran to
yeah,
him and
yeah.
I was like, boss, we are being killed.
You know the most funniest thing about almost said shit. You know the most funniest stuff about that?
Yeah.
When they were dragging me up or like ile kunivuruta
Yeah.
hivi like pushing, I was like, where are you taking me? Where are you taking
Yeah.
me? There was one guy who was saying, listen, you need to go there, this side. I'm
Oh.
like, why are you taking me? Me, I'm not going anywhere. So, rather than go to the police station,
Yeah, you
I
are
was
resisting to go to
I was
another
resisting
place.
to go to this other side.
Yeah.
I'm like, me, I didn't even know where they were taking me.
And that guy,
Yeah.
that guy had already seen that this is out of control. So
Yeah.
he's trying to push you to the police station so that at
Me,
least you
I
can
was
be safe.
refusing. Me, I was like, me, I'm not going. Me, where are you guys taking
And
me?
there's no one with you because
Aye.
Ken is trying to call down the fire.
Me, I was
I am
like-
at the police station
Yeah.
trying to bring the policeman to come and save us. And I was like, this.
At that
shit is
time,
not
me, I was like looking at this. I only saw, you know what you see? I see a crowd of like
a sea of humanity.
people, humanity. I can't see you
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
Then guys are grabbing me my legs, doing
And I think you
I'm
think
like,
you are lucky
"Why am I in
you had
here?"
left your phone,
Yeah.
and I think you were in the car,
Yeah.
so you didn't have anything in your pockets.
Yeah.
What did you notice with the footage? Because this is a super editor. This is a guy who
Yeah.
edits
Yeah.
stuff. He's the serious cook.
It's chaos.
Chaos. And these are police. By the way, we should have finished that story. So
Yeah.
what happened is, I think once you called the police guy,
Yeah. The policeman
he came.
came.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
came.
And
He came.
now-
And then everything became
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah.
less chaotic.
And then when they
we
saw
got-
the policeman
yeah.
out of people,
Yeah.
out of people.
Then he wanted to know what was happening.
Yeah, so
So
he
he
put
just explained to ourselves,
Yeah.
we are journalists, we are coming here to do this and this
And
and
we
this.
showed the press
Then
cards.
then he started calling the guy who had actually incited
Yeah.
the mob
Yeah.
for us to come to the police station.
Yeah.
Then the guy came and was like, no, I think the whole point is his beef was we hadn't included him
Yeah,
in
in the
the
plans.
planning of our
But you didn't
Documentary.
need
we didn't need him. So the guy was like, why this guy is doing all this stuff
Yeah.
without me?
You should have massaged his.
By that
time
part of the story,
by
you're
that
not
time
part
he
of
had
the
already
story.
poked us bad
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
but guys, we created a good story, and that's why I
Please
wanted-
watch it, yeah?
Yeah, please watch that story.
Please
It's
watch
on
the
YouTube.
story.
We will also do the link here.
Yeah.
And that's why I was bringing Mambo into just, now it's the process now of cooking the story. Like, how did that story make you feel through the process? Because it's, like he said, one of our best stories of the long form.
editing is an art.
Yeah.
Editing needs patience, and before you edit a story for the first 3, 4, 5 minutes, you really need to go through the footage. Like, if you are not patient, I don't think you can become an editor.
Yeah.
You're
Like for me, it cannot be an editor.
like
You know how much stuff, people just see something for 30 minutes. They don't realize that the footage was probably 10
Tons and
hours.
tons of footage.
Tons and
10,
tons
yeah,
of footage.
Hours and hours
So,
of footage.
you see, when you watch the front tracks of Mira, it takes you through different phases of Kenya, like, or the beauty of Kenya.
It's like a Kenyan travel show.
Yeah.
In that side of the country.
It's a travel show that takes you deep down to the people and shows you the hardworking characters of Kenyans. Because if we start from Meru, we start the story from there's those young guys who before they go to harvest the Mira, they
steal.
pump them.
There's that color
In
in
the script
the
you say they have to
documentary.
pump themselves up.
Tin, 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 tin.
But you see those guys, they work so hard
Sure, I agree with you.
to feed a
In
sack
long
of
hours.
Mira in long hours. Then there are other guys of transportation. You know, you're inside that car. It's traveling at a speed of constant 150 kilometers. And you know all the dangers from the Rakanidi Bridge, all the roads. It's danger. But for me, when I look at the documentary, I see the resilience of Kenyan people, the determination of Kenyan people. You get to Nairobi, we get to see the matatu culture. It needs patience for you to design the Madri, to paint, to come up with a good sound system, because all that shows how we as Kenyan, it's a part of our culture. I think most people don't recognize or realize how resilient we are.
Yeah, we are tough.
And then when we go down to Mombasa, to Ramu, the festival, the guy who is transporting Mira via the boat, like everything is on time. Then at the end, you come to the editor, definitely, he has to patch all those stories.
So make them make sense.
Make them make sense.
For
And
40 minutes,
of
50 minutes.
50 minutes. And when we sent the first card, the guy said, "This is bullshit."
I know it was a first time.
No, so what had happened? So let me tell you what had happened. George edited.
Yeah.
He edits.
Yeah.
But
No,
when
actually,
I watched it, I told George, please don't sell this to the
this
client.
won't sell.
Yeah, it won't sell. I had a way of how the story is supposed to be told.
Because now for you had observed everything from now outside. You know,
Yes.
you know for the editor who is the one who did the filming, you always want to save some of your best materials without thinking about the film.
This is what it is.
George, let me feel.
Okay, well,
You had your time.
yes. Not for this part.
I am going to talk.
So George,
That's what you're getting.
I sat down when he was about to, and I'm telling George, that story doesn't make sense. It's like, no. Me, I have a feeling like this is crappy story. And I'm like, okay, sometimes you don't need to. So I give up, and George said the story, and we are like, we are waiting. First day, no reply. Second day, no reply. That day, no reply. And George is like, maybe. They are so happy. They are so happy.
And they are going to publish it tomorrow morning. Maybe they are going to publish.
Wait until on Friday afternoon. Document of.
Yeah.
So after that, I picked it up and I was like, please, no one should interrupt me. I don't want any one of you near my editing suite. I'm going to sit on this story and I'm going to rearrange the whole of the story. And I think it's a good documentary. It has all the aspects of us as Kenyans, but what I want to tell our audience is that that's one of the documentary. There are three more like
coming up.
we have done across the country, and
good stories. Because again, like you say, they run you across different counties of this country, different terrains, different economic activities. And I wanted to come briefly to you because when you see those Mira tracks, he traveled in one.
Yeah.
So briefly tell us, like, what is that?
How it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, the experience. Sometimes people see Mira, they think that these guys are careless or they or they are just
They are
they have
doing-
balls of,
Yeah,
of steel.
steel.
Yeah, but getting into one, I saw the the mentality of the driver. They're actually a bit careful.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes a bit aggressive, but most of the time they are careful.
Eyes on the road.
Yes, and then what they have done, it's not like they drive so fast. But
Consistent
consistency speed and then the vehicles, it's not like Natinomo pick up at
They are
go
enhanced in-
no, they've enhanced even the suspension, everything. So, but it was a bit scary.
Yeah.
Considering
Especially the
that I tried to think maybe I'm a bit slow, but I'm a bit safe driver. So this is what happened. The guys would overtake on a very continuous yellow line when
Yeah.
there is oncoming traffic.
Without giving a care.
You're like, so now, like, just get to now.
Yeah.
But imagine they have like these timings where they like, by the time they get to that point, they already go to their lane and they are moving. So I think from Maua through Meru to Nairobi, ideally it's a journey that should take at least 5 hours.
Yeah.
Sindio?
at least
From
5 hours.
because it's like an
it's
hour from
close to
Maua
6
to
hours.
Close to 6
Meru.
hours, actually, or even more, depending
on the traffic.
Yeah.
Those guys, they do it in like 3. They leave at 11.
Yeah.
By 2, back on Nairobi.
Yeah.
The whole thing, from 11 to
It's like
12,
they have their own
12,
dedicated line.
Yeah. Imagine, I was like, I didn't know how big this road is because...
And I've done this, because sometimes I use the Sagana route. So sometimes I'm traveling back home in the night.
Yeah.
And in most cases, I always see a Miraban.
Yeah, yes.
And I try
to need to get
keep
all
pace.
those guys they have.
I'm
They look
like
for
boss.
the smallest spaces.
Yeah.
The smallest spaces they get,
So
they
for
get
you,
in. They go out.
them, they
yeah.
have been practicing that
Yeah.
for the whole lifetime.
Hey.
So we are at the tail end of filming this documentary. So when you have edited and we have looked at, we discovered that we need a reshoot, especially of the cars on the road.
Yes.
And we are with you and Alan, the drone guy. Big ups to Alan, by the way. We did
Even
documentary.
Sammy was here. He did a very good stuff.
And Sam as well,
Yeah.
because the next time he's coming to
Yeah,
this
he
city,
talk
he's
about
going
the
to
same
tell us
stuff,
about
yeah.
his experience in the Mirror tracks. So we are with you and Sam and Alan, and it is a national day that is being hosted at Ebu.
No,
Remember that?
it was Madaraka Day, I think.
It was a Madaraka Day, yeah?
Yes.
So we are going, we didn't figure out that having an event there would close the road.
Yes.
So we have gone to do a makeup shoot. The last shoot, by the way. And
I remember,
it was
yeah.
brilliantly
Yeah.
awesome and successful. But now we have to route change.
Yes.
Because the cars are not going to pass.
Oh, they have to pass the Nanyuki,
It's the
through Nanyuki,
the
then
Nanyuki route.
yeah,
One thing
Sagana.
I've realized as a journalist most of the time is you have to be flexible.
Yeah.
Like whichever plan you have on your desk, kwa ground,
Mambo ni
kwa
tofauti,
ground,
yeah.
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 mambo ni tofauti.
Yeah.
Because as we had proper plan of how we are going to
We are
capture
given placed
match.
marks.
Yes, yes. But I think the best thing is that the alternative route
Worked very well.
worked so well
Isiolo
for us.
Junction.
Isiolo Junction.
Yeah, that is yeah.
To
It is a
access-
closing shot, by the
Yeah,
way.
if it's
So
a
that's why
closing
you
shot,
should
it's
we should watch
beautiful.
that documentary.
Yes.
You remember the drone shot that
Yeah,
covers
it's
Isiolo Junction?
it's our last shot.
It is our last shot. Yeah.
Yes.
And I was trying to remember. We didn't know about the route until when we asked the driver he was traveling in. Sam was the one who was
Because
sitting
I was
inside the car back
yeah.
then.
It's like, yeah, I mean,
So
yeah.
we have already packed. They have already packed the bags,
Yeah.
the mirror,
Yeah.
and we have left so that we go and wait for them at Makutano Junction, the Meru Junction.
Oh, yeah. Then they said
And,
they have
we have driven all the way there.
Yes.
And then we ask him, which route are they going to use?
Yeah.
No, we cannot use that route. There is a
Yeah,
government
there's
event.
a
We are
government-
going to Nanyuki.
Okay.
So like he says, you have to switch very fast. And you see those guys are already on the transit. They're already on the road.
You know how fast they are?
They are not waiting for
They are
you.
not
Those
waiting
guys,
for
they
you.
don't wait for you.
And,
It's-
and I am the shoot driver. Although you guys, you should always be writing shoot driver, the karaoke. Because I'm always
Sasa
telling you,
Zungu
most of-
kuwa Jackie, if you write everything that we have done for your production, it's gonna be really. You remember Mambo? I remember Mambo. We should have done this. Coming to credit.
Yeah.
There's this story. Yeah, the show Mambo used to do at GBS.
Yeah.
He was everything. So there was a time he had like six
titles on the drama. Yeah.
Producer,
Yeah.
assistant TV,
Yeah.
assistant cameraman, sijui editor,
Yeah.
sijui production nini, assistant production manager.
Karibu kwa mpaka viewer. Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't do all the credits.
No, I know, man.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. I'm driving a Honda Fit.
Yeah.
And Honda Fit is a good car. But again, the cruising of a 100...
Smaller,
I'm a fast but careful driver. But now cruising build 120 with that car when you have 4 gentlemen who have eaten very well? Sometimes becomes a challenge.
Yeah.
But now I can see Mabo and Alan are starting to lose hope. Like,
because you need to go set them up so that they can film as
so that
the
they
cars.
can film. And the car is already on transit.
Yeah.
And the guy, we are talking to sometimes he's picking the phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Those
he's
guys
not
are
because the
fast,
car is on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told myself, we are going to get those guys.
You're going to have that.
So
last
everyone
shot.
is now quiet in the car.
Yeah.
And we are using the Meru Nanyuki route before Tufika Pale Isiolo.
Yes.
And now we are all quiet because the road is a bit jammed. There are a few cars here and there.
Yeah, it's a very. It's not like a wide.
Exactly,
road.
it's not very wide road.
And
But
a
I'm like,
few
if you don't get this shoot today, that means we are going
never
to
get done.
That means we are going to come back here.
Yeah.
So you know what I did? I just rolled up the windows of the car. And I just said, like, I'm going to be on the road without even speaking, and we are going to get those guys.
Yeah.
Nikakanyaga Honda feet.
Kawafanya.
I did a consistent speed of between 120 and 130 until we got to the Isiolo junction, and I parked the car.
Yeah.
And they left, and Mabo went and placed the camera. Alan was already up,
Yeah.
and we saw
They're
the
drawn.
miracle.
Already it's fast.
it was
Yeah.
It was just like parking.
Maybe 30 seconds.
No,
Yeah.
it was a difference of like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah. So now we are at the Isiolo junction.
Yes.
We have just arrived, and we are waiting for 3 mirror trucks. So Mabo and Alan rushed out.
But, and then what do you? They're only those like the whole day. It's only
On the
those
3.
three.
And
If you miss them,
back then it was a low season.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a lot of mirrors coming from Meru. So what was running through your mind when you were running to set and all that? What was running through your mind?
I get it or I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's always my principle.
Because again, you can't
there's
create.
nothing you can do.
me, Mama, it's about it. Me always say, if I miss a shot, hivi.
Yeah.
Ikipotea tu hivi.
Yeah.
I'm more of a positive side. I always know, like, okay, the thing is, if you are used to being on editing suit, you know you're gonna play around with the images and the cuts. So I was like, we are going to get it. And then once we realized there was a function in Embu, I knew there's no way these guys will have more chances of filming mirror tracks because all the diversion has been diverted to that route. So there is no way these guys would be flying all over and pass us and will still manage to get. Plus, the other thing, you are in Meru and Mount Kenya. Pickups. Apparently.
So to see what you can. Maybe bend something.
So I was like, I would see a D-Max passing
You
by.
doesn't know about Kenyans. Kenyans, they'll watch it. You saw the comments. They have like 1,000 comments.
This is not a
They're
mirror
like,
track.
that's not a mirror track.
No. I'm not saying the audience is stupid. I'm saying chances of seeing a flying pickup.
And make it a mirror pickup as well.
No, I'm not saying it's. I didn't tell you it's a mirror pickup.
I just told you a pickup.
Yes. So
That's allowed the creative process.
Yes.
So you can always twist whatever you want to.
For me,
hit whatever you want.
For me, what was running through my mind is that the pickups, as for as long as hakuna imetupita,
yes,
they are all behind us.
Of course.
And of course, they follow each other at some distance. So I was actually certain we are going to miss the first one. That one I had already told myself.
And the second and that one.
I was like, we'll miss the first one. But by the time the second one comes and the third one,
you'll be up.
at least for you, nilikuwa nimeona usha place camera. You had
Yes,
already placed the
already
camera on the ground. So I
everything
was
is
like,
set.
the good thing, the FX9 is a smart camera, so it doesn't give you a lot of
Immediately.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then I had already seen Alan up.
Yeah.
So you knew
With the
that.
drone.
So you
And I
were
was
like happy.
even if we miss the second and third,
get one.
remember, even at the editing now, you can tell us. Now you got a whole 3 shots.
Yes.
So you didn't use all the 3.
Of course.
At least you used the one that you saw that now was the most appealing. And let me tell you guys, go to that last shot. By the way, that is
Me,
the
that's
best
the
shot
one
of
to
that.
I think in our career, like that's filmmaking and camera work.
Yeah.
There's nothing painful as missing a shot.
No, it is.
Like you can cry.
No, I remember.
I always say
Imagine
it's
missing a-
painful,
Yeah.
but the other part is you should be prepared.
No,
Yeah,
always,
yeah,
always
sometimes you might
prepare.
lose them.
Yes.
Sometimes you might
And you
get them.
remember, there's another documentary that we talk about in one of the subsequent podcasts that we'll host with you guys. when we were doing the trains documentaries.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that documentary was not produced in English. It was produced in German only, but
purely.
we'll still share the link.
Yeah.
But it's also a very, very, very awesome documentary. And I remember when we were doing that documentary, our drone guy missed quite a number of tails. Got quite a number of tails. So we had to go. I think we did repeat shoots like 4 times.
Yeah.
Murang'a one.
Yeah, Murang'a one. Even going to Mombasa.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
you see with the drone sometimes, you never know. Those things are like champion shifty because you might think, okay, maybe the drone will fly here.
Yeah.
Once you get there, there's some either network issues or
it's
a no
restricted,
flying zone, or maybe the battery is dying, or it has, I don't know.
Or there's wind.
Or there's wind.
Or the gimbal is misbehaving.
Or whatever it is. So it's always crazy. Yeah?
The thing most people need to understand about train documentary and Dangerous Road documentary, you are working with the characters or other people's time.
Yeah.
You
So
don't
you
have any control. So if you miss something,
That's it.
if the train passes there at 10:30, there's no way you're going to tell the train driver, like, no, you have to slow down, we are setting off for the shot.
Zima your train kwanza.
No.
I'm going to go back a little bit. I need to get a different shot.
Have some tea.
That's the difference of these fast documentaries. Like, you have to always be like the scout motto. Be ready, be ready, like,
Always on the
because the Mirror guys, all the tracks we've been
They work
filming.
with the time.
No, once it's done, you can't tell them to slow down.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, you are the one who is interfering.
With
With
their
their
schedule.
schedule, yeah,
schedule.
because they're
So
needed.
you have to get in and be flexible and just look for a way to maneuver and have a good documentary. You know, one of the things, I think you spent too much time on George talking about one of his danger.
And I wanted to
We
come.
have 20 episodes.
We are coming back immediately after this, by the way. That is why, because we are coming back to record our last episode for today.
Yes.
And I'm going to provoke you with some questions, and then you can tell me
Okay, no
your
problem.
stories as well. And guys, this is the Global Mic. This is a podcast that will be bringing you journalist stories, filmmakers, storytellers, following them, following their footsteps, what they have done, where they have been to, and the good stories that they have done. Sometimes, some challenges. See you on the other side.